Rise and shine, superstar. Is your favorite like Coach MB. And today is a great day to be alive because you are still here. So stop what you're doing, comment below, and scream at the top of your lungs. Come through. If you are thankful that God woke you up this morning, because gratitude is what the absolute best way to start your day. Like, I'm so pumped right now. I am so pumped right now. But if for some reason you're not pumped, if some reason you didn't wake up this morning like on ready, set, go mode, RSG, you're not ready to get out of the bed, or you drug out of the bed, now you done on your third cup of coffee and you still slacking and sluggish and just, I can't do it. I need you to find a reason why you should be grateful today. And then I need you to find another reason why you should be grateful today. And then I need you to find 10 more reasons why you should be grateful today. Because you're alive. You can breathe. You can walk. You can go do something that's going to help you pay your bills. But far more than that, you should be grateful today because you know that there's a truth inside of you. There's a purpose inside of you. And you may not have figured it out yet. But you know that you're here for a reason. And if you don't know that you're here for a reason, I'm telling you, you are still here for a reason. So don't make a permanent decision based off of a temporary situation. Understand that this hardship, that this adversity, this obstacle, is only going to be here for a moment. It wasn't meant to break you. It's meant to build you. It wasn't meant to restrain you. It was meant to help you rise up. All you have to do is endure and know that this is just for a season. And nothing that didn't create you can break you. Y'all, I'm living out loud. Are you living out loud today? Like, are you ready? Because we halfway through the week now. We're talking about living out loud by being passionate about life because we have identified the purpose that God placed inside of us. And we're on the 7-step program this week to live out loud. On Sunday, we talked about being open. On Monday, we talked about being unwavering. Yesterday, we talked about finding the truth and how the truth will set us free. Today, oh, we got no limits. It's limitless today. That's what we're on today. So I need you to buckle up. I need you to turn me up. Keep your eyes on the road and stay focused. But hear me when I say, you have no limits. Like, a lot of people will be like, the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. No, the sky, guess what that is? That's your foothold. That's where you stand. You have no limits. And when you can grasp that understanding and that concept and that as a belief, then you know that anything is possible. It says it in Luke 18:27. And Jesus replied, what's impossible with man is possible with God. Do you know what that means? Like, everybody says impossible has the word possible in it. It says I'm possible. That's cute. But do you understand what that verse means? Like, we're so focused on other people and how other people can help us and how we can do it by ourselves that's why we think things are impossible. When the truth is, absolutely anything is possible with God. So all you got to do is identify the truth that God placed in you, that purpose seed. And you have to pursue it and be unwavering. And you got to be open to anything that's going to come your way. Because when you close the door to challenges, you're closing the door to change. When you close the door to obstacles, you're closing the door to opportunities. When you close that door to adversity, you're closing the door to your advantages. There's two sides to a door. But when you build up this wall and you try to keep all the bad stuff out, you can't filter in the good stuff the way that you think you can. Because you're building a wall that's supposed to be so strong and solid that it's not just going to keep the bad stuff out, it's going to keep the good stuff out, because there's good found in the bad. There's hope in the heartbreak. There's power in the pain. But you got to go through some things to really understand. That's why they say, you don't really appreciate the sun if it's not for the rain. Matter of fact, if it didn't rain, you would be mad at the sun. Like, why is it so hot? Why can we just cool down a little bit? This is ridiculous. Because we do it every year. We go through the season, right? April showers bring May flowers, but then it's so rainy in April. All these storms come, and we complain about the rain that's going to produce the fruit that was planted. And that's how we are in life. Like, we want to plant something, but then we don't want to go through what's required to get to the fruit, which is the rain. But then if we don't get the rain, we complain about it being too hot, the drought. But we got to shift our focus. We got to stop thinking about all of the things that we don't want to happen to us and focus on what we do want to happen and believe that what we want to happen can come to pass. And it will always come to pass when we're operating in our gift, when we're walking in our purpose, where we're standing on our principles, and we're staying committed to our commitments. Like, we want to believe that things are possible, but then we don't want to commit to doing what we need to do to get to the possibilities. If you want to believe that you are limitless, then you have to believe that you got to put in the work. You have to believe that being limitless requires mandatory work, consistent work. It requires you to show up every single day, and by the end of the day, you can look back on it and say, today was done right. Let's grow. But the beauty in living out loud is that you have no limits. There is no limit. Man has been on the moon. There is no limit. Do you know how many pieces, how many brains, how many hours, how much sweat, how many tears, how many doubts had to be overcome, how many fears had to be faced in order to get a rocket with a man inside of it, outside of this atmosphere, and onto the moon? Have you even sat down and thought about that? Like, let's just take a moment and think about that. What has to happen? How many people have to come together and work? How many people have to believe? Guess what? It only took one person to believe it first. And if you can believe something passionately enough that you convince other people to believe in it with you, then you'll be on the moon. But you got to work at it. You got to work for it. It's got to be worth it to you. Don't want limitless, and then you're setting limitations on your effort. Don't want limitless, but then you're setting limitations on, well, I'm not getting up that early. You want me to stay up late? I done worked a 12-hour day. I got to do. Change your words. A lot of us sit here and we go through life and we're doing things that are necessary, that are mandatory. Going to school, going to work, picking up the kids, getting food, going grocery shop, all these little things that we have to do. And we say, we so effortlessly say, yeah, I got to go do such and such. And when you say I got to, it means you have to. When you say you have to, it's like, oh, it's an obligation. I don't necessarily want to do it right now, but I have to do it. Change your word. Stop saying I got to do this and say I get to do this. Because there are people in third world countries who don't get to ride a car, who don't get fresh water every day, who don't get to take a shower every day, who don't get to go pick up their kids from school, who don't get to go to the fresh market and get food, who don't get to pay the price for the food that's there, who don't get to have a job to afford the things that they want and need in life. And you're constantly walking around talking, I got to put gas in the car. Or I got to drive all the way over here. But guess what? You don't have to walk. You have money to put gas in the car. So, but you're putting limitations on what's possible for you because of your mindset and the words that are coming out of your mouth. If you change, I got to do this to I get to do this, then you can start believing and seeing the beauty in everything that you're blessed to be able to do because you're still alive today. And you have everything you need to be able to get the things done that need to get done. And so if you can get the things done that need to get done that aren't for your purpose, that you aren't passionate about, then you can get the things done that need to get done. That takes that that takes that ceiling, that sky of limitations off. Be limitless. Like, we got to be bold. Like, being out loud means you walk with your head held high, with your shoulders back, with your back straight. Because you know that every step you walk forward, even if it's hard, even if sometimes it's a crawl, you're still moving forward. And nothing can stop you from moving forward. Nothing can stop you. You all the way up. Be limitless. So find out today, what limitations are you placing on yourself? What is it that you wish was possible but don't really believe is possible, when in truth, it's possible with God? Find that out. Sit down. Think about it. Well, I don't have time. But you do. That's just a limit that you're placing on yourself. I don't have the resources. But you do. That's just a limit that you're placing on yourself. Everything that's out here in the world is at your disposal. It's for you. It's waiting for you. But you got to stop telling yourself that you don't have it. You have to start speaking over yourself that you do have it. You have received it. It's already yours. You just got to get to it. Like, it's waiting on, I receive $1 million and it's out there waiting on me. I just got to get to it. That's the mindset you have to have. Whatever it is you want, you can have it, but you got to be limitless. You have to be limitless in your dreams. You have to be limitless in your pursuit, and you have to be limitless in your efforts, in your consistency, in your discipline. Every area of your life has to be limitless, because what's impossible with man is always possible with God. Be limitless today so you can live out loud. But you know what it is. If you don't remember anything I just said, always remember this. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be great. And it's a great day to find the greatness in you. Now go out there. Be limitless. Live out loud. And live the greatest day of your life.